Hello my friends around the world. I haven't made that many videos in a long time. I just got off my motorcycle. But the reason I haven't made many videos in a while is because I've been living with my parents and there's no place to make videos because everyone walks in and out of the room I live in, which is the living room, all day, and no one goes to work except one person out of the 4 people that live there. The 5 people, me and the one other person, go to work. The 5 people that live in the small house. So I never make any videos, but this morning I was watching Dane here, and I love how he always makes videos outside wherever he goes, and I thought, hey, why don't I just do that? Duh. Anyway, I'm in Old Town Temecula, and I love this place. It's like something out of the past. You can make an old movie, and I'm here on my motorcycle. That's why I'm wearing my motorcycle suit. There's my motorcycle. This is what I go to work in every morning. I go about 50 or so miles. No, I go about 30 miles from Oceanside to Temecula. But I'm going to make a little video over here by this little psychic reading place. They left their sign on. It says open, but I've never actually seen them open. So I knocked and they're not there. So anyway, I'm going to set the camera right here so I can make my video while I sit down on their bench since they're not open. Okay, so what am I going to make my video about today? There's so much to cover. But I thought this one issue I wanted to cover, and I wanted to see people's perspective on it. I've been so happy to be back in California and back practicing with the Soka Gakkai in California because I didn't do that many activities with the Soka Gakkai in Japan just because they don't speak my language and they don't do Gongyo and chant at the meetings, most of the meetings, unless you go to a foreigners meeting, which is only in Tokyo, which would take $400 round trip, Shinkansen and a bunch of other stuff to go there. So I didn't go there that often. But I'm glad to be back in the Soka Gakkai. I've been doing a lot of activities in California because there's so many cool meetings to go to and chanting and studying meetings in my language. I can understand what the heck they're saying. And but this very interesting issues come up. My parents have told me that if you're a leader now in the Soka Gakkai, I haven't yet got the paperwork yet, so it's still hearsay as far as I'm concerned, because my parents kind of always have different ideas of what's true and what's not true, and I don't want to buy into their reality until I know for sure. But anyways, what my mom's telling me about is if you want to be a Soka Gakkai leader now, which they're wanting to appoint me to a leadership position again, you have to sign some kind of a form saying you won't smoke marijuana, which I think is kind of ludicrous. First of all, marijuana is now legal in many states in the United States. So if it is legal, and if it becomes federally legal in the United States, my concern is that the Soka Gakkai will be sued for practicing medicine, because any doctor recommendations, which some people have doctor medical cards to take marijuana for medical issues, if Soka Gakkai and the leadership of Soka Gakkai is telling people they shouldn't do this, that is making medical recommendations, and that's would be called practicing medicine. And as an energy healer, I can't practice medicine, so I can't tell people what they can and can't take, what they should and shouldn't take. And if their doctor recommends them to take a certain medication, whether I believe it's good for them or not, I'll usually tell them that their muscle testing indicates that it's not good for them to take that medicine, or their body doesn't want it, or doesn't desire it, or require it. I say that, but I don't say that I'm recommending you not to follow your doctor recommendations. But if the Soka Gakkai is trying to impose this very limited point of view and this very distorted point of view that somehow this natural herbal medicine is somehow bad for you, which I don't believe it is, then I believe the Soka Gakkai would be seriously in problem with having lawsuits, and I would be happy to try to bring a lawsuit against the Soka Gakkai if they tried to make me sign such a form, because I think that's not only against my rights as a citizen of the United States and a citizen of California, but I think it's just my inalienable rights to the right to life, liberty, and happy, I can't even say that word, because it used to be life, liberty, and the pursuit of property. But now it's been changed to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And a lot of things in this world hold you back from your happiness, and I think medicinal marijuana is not one of those. So I want everyone else's take on this too. When I get the form, I'm going to make a copy of it and just put it online so everyone can see it. And I'm not going to sign it. If I do sign it, I'm going to sign it VC, which means under duress. And luckily, my last name legally is Van Kampen, so I always sign my name, my stage name, or my birth name, Janakis, which I've katakanized into Japanese form of Janakos, which I was born Gianakos. But I pronounce it Janakis, just like Japan. So that's why I changed it when I went to Japan, because everyone read my name Gianakos and they said, "Are you Gianakis?" I'm no, I'm not Gianakis, it's Janakis, like Japan. So I just changed the spelling to Japanese form. But anyway, my legal last name is still my stepdad's name, which is Van Kampen, which I always put V period C period, which I forget the Latin word. It's V something, VI capital C something, but the abbreviation is VC. So if you sign anything with VC after it, means under duress, and you can't legally be held liable for it. I had this conversation with my stepdad, and he thinks that Sogo Gakkai being 50c3 organization and leadership is completely voluntary, that their requirement not to use medical marijuana, or whether you use it medically or whether you use it, I don't like that word recreationally, because the earth is here to replenish us and to expand our consciousness, so I don't think it's recreational if you use the natural herbal substances that the planet is giving to us to be in communion with nature and communion with the earth, and you use them to expand your consciousness. I also am against this idea because so much of what the Sogo Gakkai has taught over the years in America has been an enforcement of Japanese culture upon people. And this idea that marijuana is bad is still believed in Japan by most of the people that are completely ignorant, which I luckily was not one of those in Japan. Whether I did or didn't do it in Japan is completely up to me to know and you to find out. But anyways, I'm not going to say whether I did or not. But I know a lot of people that did, and we keep it secret because people in Japan are too stupid to know what's good for them and what's bad for them. So I want to know what other people think about this idea. I'm going to find out soon, because they're going to be home visiting me soon to recommend me to a leadership position. And if I get that form, I will say, let me read this over with my lawyer and let me make a copy of it before I sign it. And we'll see what they do. I love the Sogo Gakkai. I love the SGI-USA. I told my mom the reason I would fight it is because I'm more Sogo Gakkai than the Sogo Gakkai. Because I'm deeper than the blue of the indigo plant itself. I'm more Daisaku Ikeda than Daisaku Ikeda. I'm more Nichiren Daishonin than Nichiren Daishonin. Because I am the Buddha from time without beginning and the Buddha of absolute freedom that I choose to be, which anyone can choose to be. I'm not better than anyone else, but I'm just choosing to be who I truly be from time without beginning. Okay, peace out, guys. I love you all. Please comment, please subscribe, and please tell me your take on it. Peace out.